This year, I've had some big moments, but at the same time, they feel underwhelming. I took a lot of classes, which were very, very stressful at certain times, but even then, it still feels underwhelming. I walked the stage less than a week ago, and I knew graduation wouldn't be that deep or big to me. It is big because, my family, the people who showed up, the people I love, but it's underwhelming. Underwhelming as in, like, not that I had this crazy expectation that the world will change or anything like that, but I don't know. I want these crazy moments where, like, I meet a billionaire and we talk about life and they're like, Mitchell, come, let's travel around the whole world. But that didn't happen. I have this dream, this hope of, like, I meet these strangers and I get to travel around the world with them for free and whatnot. But that's not the case. You have to pay for stuff. Literally, I accidentally took the chair from the house I lived in from my landlord. She was like, "If you want to keep it, pay me $75." At the end of the day, it all costs money. Um, at the end of the day, it literally all costs money. There's so much to do, right? I have these. For example, I went to Seattle. I went to Canada. To Las Vegas. I went to where else did I go to? I went to New York. To Oklahoma. I went to Austin. I went to Houston. Um, I probably went to another place I can't even remember, but I've had lots of adventure this year. I literally typed in my notes in September I gotta go to New York, and I ended up going to New York without even planning it. Right? Yeah. There was a lot of moments who felt magical and whatnot, but still were so underwhelming. But I think it also plays a role of, like, not being too present. I guess not being even sometimes being too cool. Not I don't even think I'm that cool, but not letting yourself have fun. My friend got married on Tuesday. The music was really really white, and I'm like, dog, I'm not white enough to dance like this. They're like the and I it was fun. It was fun, but it was hard to have fun dancing wise because that's not really my scene. Yeah, my three or four of my friends got married. Lauren, TK and Genesis, uh, my friend Colton, like all these big crazy moments, and it's sometimes hard to be like, wow. I feel wow in the moment, but I guess in comparison to other people, like it's hard. People make these. I don't know. I think maybe because of Disney, maybe because of other people. People have made these moments bigger than I think they are. They've made these moments so bigger than life that, like, whenever I look at it in real life, it's just like it's big. But if life is this big, it's just a part of it, right? It's like, okay, I have to be present enough to, yes, graduating is special, yes, marriage is special, yes, these traveling trips are special, but at the same time, I'm doing it. I'm here. It's not too crazy. I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm living it. But also be like, present enough to, like, wow, I'm doing it. But I can't fake that energy anymore. In high school, I used to be that kid at the church service who would be jumping and booming and all these things, leading to try to get the energy up. That's not me as much. I mean, dog, I get excited, but I don't get like, wow, no more. I'm sorry for kind of like screaming in the mic. If you're listening to this on headphones, I am so sorry. But yeah, I know I can't fake the energy, but I do know the energy is so important. I went to a DJ set. I went to a rave. I went to a concerts. Oh my goodness, I've had conversations. I went to art festivals. I went to music shows. I went to expositions. I went to so many different things that were like wow, but at the same time, no. I've met the coolest and unique people, but at the same time, it's like they're just people, right? They poop and pee just like we do. I think sometimes the humanizing, these things make it hard to overly enjoy the moment. Like fireworks are not that cool. Is it dopamine that's destroyed my brain? Is it the doom scrolling? Is it all of these things that made these moments not as crazy? I see a Lamborghini and it's just like, it's just a Lambo. I lived right, I lived pretty close to the Lamborghini dealership whenever I lived in when I went to college. I went to the Ferrari store and I was like, wow. I mean, the Ferrari store was pretty cool because you don't see a Ferrari as much as a Lamborghini. I went to Aston Martin store and I was pretty cool because you don't see an Aston Martin as much as you know all these different cars. I mean, one of my professors has an Aston Martin, but still, it's like I see these things. They're so attainable. They're so in reach that it doesn't even amaze me anymore. But it should amaze you because it's you doing it. That's actually what. That's actually what should actually do it. Because you're the one doing it. Because I'm the one doing it. It's what should amaze us. Yes, other people doing it makes it like cool, or whatever. But until you've achieved it, it doesn't click. Yeah. Until you have achieved something, it doesn't click. You can see people do something, you can see it repeatedly, but until you accomplish it for yourself, it doesn't click. The internet, YouTube, all of this stuff, all this media has shown us that it's possible. Everything is doable. But until you've done it for yourself, it's not truly doable. I think we've over let me click on this. I think we've over made it like, oh yeah, this is doable. Yeah, this is doable. But until you have done it, like you've set in your head too much that it's doable, but you've never done it, and you're not able to get that wow. And that's probably where I am, right? There's so many things that I know are doable because I've seen other people accomplish it. I have friends who've made millions of dollars. I have friends who make 100K a month. I have friends who make 10K a month. I have friends who do so many cool things. So I'm like, it's all possible within the realm, but I'm not the person who's necessarily doing these cool things. So, but this next year and this coming up, as I continue to do cool things, as I continue to become, then I get that excitement. Actually, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Big moments are underwhelming because I've watched other people do it and I have not lived my life. Yeah. But when you live your life, you make it whelming. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. Don't be underwhelmed by big moments because you've seen them, but truly lived them.